miss. Let's keep moving. It's on your right. Here.
No, I'm usually in charge of the second and third.
So each minute has one side.
Here we are. Good luck. She's all yours, sir.
Sophie Roy, I'm Detective Maurice Tremblay. Let's see. 21 years old, working at the Clarendon for over a year. Husband?
I'm sorry?
Are you married?
No, not yet. I live with my mother.
No father?
No. It's always just been me and my mom.
All right, Miss Roy. I need you to tell me everything that happened, starting with this morning.
Au parc La Fontaine, les filles s'en vont et s'y promènent au bras des garçons. Tu les entraînes au cœur des buissons où elles étrennent l'amour en saison. Tu les enchaînes dans un tourbillon de vrai poème, car dans les frissons naissent toujours les plus belles chansons d'amour. Au clair de la fontaine, j'ai vu dans tes yeux mille couleurs. Quand la claire fontaine s'amusait au jeu de nos deux cœurs.
Vacuuming's done. Now just a bit of tidying up and I can go on break.
Longtemps de ce vieux parc, la fontaine, tu dans tes grands yeux verrais un jour la plus belle chanson d'amour. Doux souvenir de ce printemps qui fit fleurir tous nos 16 ans. Chérie, dis-moi, te souviens-tu de cet émoi naissant dans nos âmes ingénues?
A bed's not complete without its pillow.
Au parc La Fontaine, comme il faisait beau,
That's a lot of money to owe. Just what did you get yourself involved in?
tu nous entraînes dans le vieux buisson, comme aux anciennes et douces saisons. Tu nous entraînes dans le tourbillon de vrais poèmes, car dans ces frissons naissent toujours les plus belles chansons d'amour. La vie qui nous mène sous les vieux rameaux du temps passé.
Only menswear. Are you in town for a business trip, maybe? No need to bother reception right now. No need to bother reception right now. I'm guessing you've seen better days, but you're obviously still important to someone. You brought your own mug? Well, I guess ours aren't quite as complimentary. And voila. Good as new.
So this is what it's come to, role-playing as a maid now. It's good that they made this game for women to feel represented too.
About that nut house they want to build next door?
Yeah, it creeps me out. Imagine all the weirdos who'll start hanging around the hotel.
I can think of someone who'll feel right at home. Look at her, always glued to that gossip magazine.
Do you think she has any real friends? Or is it just Gracie, Joan, and Marilyn?
Well, when your own life is that dull, you need to get your excitement somewhere. Oh, did you see Rebecca come in this morning?
Maid competition.
Now, don't you think you're overreacting? This is exactly the kind of behavior Linda warned me about.
She's doing everything she can to break us apart.
Sophie speaking.
Hey, it's Beth. Do you think you could come up real quick?
Sure. I'll be right there.
You're right, you didn't.
Now I realize I've been blind. I was so in love with you that I couldn't see.
What?
Tempting, but now's not the time to pick up smoking, Sophie. Oh, shock. Leaving luggage in the lobby? Are you trying to get Bernard to kill you? Let's see what Beth wanted to talk about. Poor Nicole. No one should be stuck cleaning up the reception hall after a ball, even if they did draw the short straw. Hey, Beth.
Hey there. So, who's sleeping?
Sleep what?
You were whispering just now on the phone, so I thought maybe Eugene or Bobby were napping in the break room again.
Oh, yeah, no. It's Jacques and Wendy. They were, in the middle of something.
Ugh, it's so awkward when they start making out like no one's watching. Get a room. We literally work in a hotel.
You said you needed me?
Oh, straight to business then.
Sorry, it's just a busy...
For me this morning too. Wanna guess why I summoned you here?
I'm I'm guessing there's something I have to clean?
Obviously. But what is it?
Did a kid throw up again?
God, no. Did that happen recently?
Yeah, last week. I can still smell it. Feel it, too. While I was cleaning, some of it got...
I'm gonna stop you right there. Keep talking and you'll be cleaning up after me, too.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you'll be glad to know it's nothing gross this time. A nice gentleman decided it was time to redesign the lobby and helped us by knocking over that vase on his way out of the hotel.
That's it?
I would do it myself, but the last time I tried to leave the front desk, Bernard emerged from his lair to scold me about procedures and whatnot.
Well, we can't have the beauty of the Clarington Hotel take absence from her throne, can we?
Oh, the people would riot.
Bernard especially.
Bernard's hardly the people. Anyway, I have to get back to work. There's a mop in the supply closet next to Bernard's office, I think.
Thanks. I'll see you around.
Linda, Wendy's great at her job. Guests absolutely love her and...
Not just guests, apparently.
Oh, God damn it, Linda! I only like her because guests like her. Making sure guests are happy is my job, after all.
You don't seem to care whether I'm happy.
Listen, if Wendy wasn't doing her job, that'd be another story, but I can't just fire her without good reason.
What if she stirred up trouble among the staff? Would that be a good reason?
Curiosity killed the cat.
Oh, Andrew, hi. I'm sorry, I was just...
Spying on our manager?
No, I heard something, and I...
Hey. It's okay, I'm just pulling your leg. I'm sorry I scared you.
I'm not used to having people around me while I work.
Yeah, you're always working alone up there, aren't you? I actually think it's the first time I've seen you down in the lobby. Don't tell me you've been sent to clean up after the Valentine's Day ball.
No, Beth called me. A guest knocked over a vase and made a mess in the lobby.
Yeah, I saw that catastrophe happen. Just what we need, huh?
Well, I'd rather be doing that than cleaning the reception hall with Nicole.
Ooh, yeah, I don't even want to see the state of the place after this weekend. I know chocolate fountains are for dipping, but I didn't expect to find someone's shoe in there.
How?
No idea. You must see plenty of weird stuff too, right?
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing you found in a guest's room?
It's a bit gross.
Oh. I hope it's got nothing to do with bodily functions.
God, I hope so too. A few weeks ago, I walked into a room and found the trash can filled with cucumbers. Like, whole cucumbers. And some of them were carved, and I threw the whole trash can out that day. Don't tell Bernard.
I won't. Oh. I better go help Beth. It's hell here with the snowstorm.
It's okay. I need to,
Yeah, all right. Take care.
You too.
As if it wasn't enough having to deal with endless letters of advice from Raymond.
Raymond? What have you on?
Stairs, exercise. Elevator, Bobby made it very clear he doesn't like anyone walking into his kitchen uninvited.
I'm really sorry about that. I'll have a word with our kitchen staff to make sure it doesn't happen.
Linda's been putting these everywhere lately. It's weird that Bernard allows it. Film roll. The guest must have dropped it when he knocked over the vase. Probably should return it to him. Ew. I better throw that away. Now I just put the leaves back in the vase, and it'll be like nothing ever happened.
I understand, Mr. Ramsey. I wish I could make the snowstorm disappear. I really do, but sadly that's not within my power.
Beth, who knocked over
Face blue smiling, face blue smiling.
And let you know when flights resume. Until then... Yes, I know. You've said that already. But... no, that's very unlikely. Well, you're welcome to speak to my manager if you'd like. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to talk to you. Well, for that you have to talk to your manager. Would you like to contact them? You know what I mean?
Beth said the guest was a Mr. Spade. The film roll probably belongs to him. I should be able to find his room in the logbook.
It may help to repeat his name.
So, which room are you staying in, Mr. Spade?
I'm sure he'll be very sympathetic to your plight. Making fun of you, sir. No, I never dare. No, I'm dead serious. If anyone can make...
No, that's not it.
Hello? Sir? Oh, well.
Room 505. Great. That's on my floor. I can return that film roll without going out of my way. I should go to the 5th floor to return Mr. Spade's film roll.
Hold it, please. Phew, made it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Was it you who cleaned the puddle by the restrooms?
Was I not supposed to?
Well, Eugene asked us not to touch anything until he's repaired the leak, but it's probably safer this way. Someone could have slipped on it.
Which floor?
Oh, 6th. Thanks.
What's the big rush?
I need to bring this to our VIP guest, the one who rented the entire floor.
Oh, is it that British man I keep hearing about? Why does he need a bucket full of snow?
No idea. I don't even ask anymore. It's just the latest in a long series of strange requests.
What do you reckon he'll do with it?
Take a bath, maybe? Sometimes I wonder if he's just pulling an elaborate prank on me.
Can't you tell me who he is?
I've never actually met him. I always talk to his assistant. Only Bernard knows his identity.
Oh.
I do have a suspicion, though.
Oh?
But I'm not sure I should say it.
Can't you at least give me a hint?
Okay, let me think. Whew. Saved by the bell.
Hey, come on. Don't leave me hanging.
Let's just say I like to prolong the suspense.
Wait. Is that the hint?
Who knows?
Fair enough. Have fun up there.
You too.
Mr. Spade? Mr. Spade? What is this? I should bring that back to my cart.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking. What can I do for you on this very fine day?
Beth, it's Sophie. Can I speak to Andrew, please?
Yeah. Hold on. Andrew? Andrew?
I'm here. Clarington Hotel reception desk. Andrew speaking.
Hey, are you okay?
Hey, Sophie. Yeah, it's just... my trip to the 6th floor took longer than expected.
Oh, I'm sorry to add to your plate, but I really need your help.
Sure. What's up?
I think Mr. Spade's stalking me while I work.
Mr. Spade? Why would he...
I don't know. He took pictures of me. I found them hanging over the bathtub. He set up a kind of dark room.
Jesus. What are you doing in them exactly?
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but sometimes when I clean the rooms, I get a little curious and, snoop through our guest stuff.
Oh. And Mr. Spade caught you in the act?
Yes. I think we should call the police.
Whoa, slow down a minute.
But...
Sophie, there are pictures of you invading our guests' privacy.
But I didn't steal anything. I was just snooping, I swear.
I believe you. But others might not. With those pictures, it could really blow up in your face if a guest were to complain about missing items.
So I just leave? Do nothing?
That's not what I'm saying, but I think you should try to get a better understanding of the situation before you tell anyone. I've given photography a shot before.
Really?
At least I planned to. Did a whole lot of reading. Didn't quite get to the doing part. Anyway, the point is that dark rooms like that take a lot of time and effort to set up. It seems unlikely he went through all this trouble just for a few pictures. I'd bet there are more of them, somewhere.
Well, I didn't look through the entire room, but there is a safe here.
That would certainly be a good place to store pictures.
Do you have the safe combination then? I'm pretty sure it's locked.
Maybe I can... Give me a sec. Shoot.
What?
Bad news is, I can't find the combination list. Good news is, we can probably do without it. Most guests write their code down to make sure they don't forget it. So, say you wanted to look for it, I could keep an eye out and call you if I see our mysterious photographer return.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, and Andrew?
Yes?
Please keep this between us.
Of course. Don't worry about that.
You're pawning off your possessions? What do you need the money for? Beaver Lake. I took Mom skating there just a few weeks ago. Harry's diner, too. Were we ever there at the same time? I just visited the oratory for the first time in years. This has to be a coincidence, right? This was the sale where I found that winter jacket that Mom loves. Were you there too? Is this a floor of the Clarington? Morgan, is that your real name? Why did you check in under Mr. Spade? One man's trash is another maid's trash. I hope you aren't eating those beans. Oh. Request to move to 507. Why did you want to change rooms? What do we have here? The storm must be getting worse. I hope Mom's not too bored without her TV shows. I'd forget my own head if I didn't write everything down. I guess we have that in common. You spent 10 years in a psychiatric hospital. And it looks like you left with a long list of diagnoses and prescriptions. That's a lot of film. How many pictures have you taken, Mr. Morgan? M and H. M and H. Who are they? Are they guests here? You're going through their trash? You really want to find out what M and H are up to, don't you? Why are you following them? And who's sneaking out at night? So many questions. Okay, Sophie, you should probably put this down. Now. Did you intend for me to discover your little dark room? Or did this just fall down? Does carrying this everywhere really make us better maids? Being invisible has always come easy to me. Maybe too easy. Everything must disappear. Makes us sound like magicians. Telling apart the treasure from the trash can be tricky sometimes. I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile. Let's put those on the bathroom shelf. Another day, another dirty dish to pick up. Did I miss something in here? I should move on for now, but maybe I can come back later if I have a spare moment. M and H. Maybe Andrew could find them in the logbook. Do not disturb. Well, that's one less room to clean today. I won't complain. Ooh, there's a cold breeze coming out of there. Stick to your room order, Sophie. I think I have all the supplies I need. I should call reception. M and H could be in danger.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Andrew speaking.
It's me.
Oh, hey. Just a sec. Beth, could you cover for me?
Again?
Pretty please? Sorry about that. So, you found anything on Mr. Spade?
Well, Mr. Spade isn't even his real name.
It's not? What is it then?
Paul Morgan.
Huh. I guess he wanted something a tad more exciting. So, I take it you opened the safe. What was in it?
Actually, I need your help again.
Of course. What's up?
I found out Mr. Morgan isn't only stalking me, but 2 other people as well.
2 other staff members? Who is it?
No, they're guests. I don't know their names, though. I was hoping you could find them in the logbook.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Are you alright?
Of course. Sorry. I'll just need some more info to narrow the search. What do you know about them?
Mr. Morgan refers to them as H and M.
It could be initials, or maybe, I don't know, husband and mistress?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, I'll need a little more to go on.
I found out that Mr. Morgan made a request to be transferred to room 507, but it was denied because...
That's Mrs. Beaumont's room, right?
Exactly.
But why would he switch rooms? He's got his entire dark room set up in 505.
I'm not sure. I just thought it might be related.
I guess we can keep that in mind, but... Wait a minute. There's a couple staying in room 509. Hector and Marcella Cruz.
Hector and Marcella. H and M.
My thoughts exactly.
Do you know anything about the Cruzes?
Well, I was there when they checked in. Handed them a couple pamphlets on tourist attractions. I remember noticing that Mr. Cruz wears the same cologne as my father, but...
That's not much to go on.
Yeah, I know. Do you, perhaps, have room 509 on your to-do list?
I do, actually.
Would it be wrong of me to suggest you do some...
Snooping? I guess that's what I'm known for now.
Nah, don't worry. I'm sure we'll find a better legacy for you.
I'll call you if I find anything.
Watch out, alright?
I will. I promise. I must have forgotten my keys in the break room again. Come on, Sophie. That door won't magically unlock just because you want it to. I need... Yeah, Linda's not exactly, my door's always open, come on in, kind of boss. It's locked. Fine. People don't usually leave these unlocked. Open sesame? Nope, no luck. Off limits. The way they look at each other, you can tell it's the real deal. Did I remember to punch in this morning? And to whom? That'll do. I'll just have to make sure I don't... Wait, what am I doing? I need that key to enter room 509. Linda, you're not even trying to hide the daggers in your eyes. If there's anyone to be in a book club with, it'd be Andrew. Maybe I should join this. Mrs. Beaumont seemed perfectly nice to me. Tempting, but every penny adds up, Sophie. Yvette's and Susan's favorite activity, talking behind other people's backs. Goes beyond constructive criticism. It's just a personal crusade. This shade of red, it matches the message on the door. It's locked. Off limits. It's locked. Fine. Keep your secrets, locker. Ugh, yeah. This stung a bit. I should be a bit more discerning. Haven't gotten any tips so far today. Off limits. Open sesame? Nope, no luck.
What is it?
Wendy? It's Sophie. Are you alright?
Do I sound alright?
No, I guess not.
Just leave me alone. I don't want to talk.
I don't mean to disturb you, but did you see who wrote that message on Linda's door?
What?
The lipstick message. Do you know who wrote it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Please, Sophie, go.
All right. Okay. I really should give Wendy some space. To be tossed aside by your best friend like that? Oh, Wendy, that's a special brand of heartbreak. Rebecca's had her hands full lately. I hope she's doing okay in there. Right, the master key only unlocks the guests' rooms. I'll have to get my keys later. At least I can get into 509 now.
Hey, Sophie.
Oh, hey, Andrew. On break already?
No, not yet. I have to deliver something to our VIP guest.
Again?
Yeah, the requests just keep on coming. What about you? Aren't you supposed to be in 509?
I'm heading up now. I just had to grab Linda's master key before I could continue our investigation.
Ah, gotcha. What a day, huh? Tending to an eccentric VIP guest, discovering, well, what you discovered in 505. Pretty exciting as far as a workday at the Clarington goes.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to put it. That's not all, though. While I was looking for my keys, I found some graffiti on Linda's door.
No way. What is it?
The words, hypocrite bitch, in red lipstick. And, I found a red lipstick inside Wendy's locker, so putting two and two together...
Well, Wendy would have the most obvious motive. You'd have to be living under a rock to miss how Linda's been treating her lately.
I get Wendy's frustrations with Linda, but vandalizing her door? Isn't that a bit much?
I guess she needed to get it out of her system.
Well, maybe she should have tried talking to Linda first. I know she can be harsh, but it can't be easy dealing with Bernard. She must be under a lot of pressure.
Oh, talking it out would be the more productive option for sure. Sadly, that instinct doesn't come easy to most people.
Yeah, you're right.
Interpersonal conflict makes for a good read, but in real life it can be a bit much to deal with. You've always been good at staying above it, though. You get along with everyone.
I think it comes from my mom. As a nurse during the war, she had to work with other people in very stressful situations, and not let her emotions get the better of her. I don't know if I'm quite at her level yet, though.
Well, if you ask me, I'd say you're doing a great job of following in her footsteps.
Thanks, Andrew.
Well, it was nice to chat. Don't let me keep you, though. I have to head to maintenance anyway. Maybe Eugene can help me find the product our guest of honor is looking for.
Yeah, we've both got a lot on our plates today.
I'll be ready and waiting for your updates on H&M. Take care.
You too.
This must have been so much fun. Well, for the guests, at least. Oh boy, someone's been living it up. Another fan of The Gossiper. I never did finish that article from this morning. That feels like so long ago now. Not exactly a cherished gift, if you just left it behind like this. I should wait till I have more to report before calling Andrew. be the shoe from the chocolate fountain? I can't wait to tell Andrew. Do not disturb. Well, that's one less room to clean today. I won't complain. I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile. Another day, another dirty dish to pick up. Huh. I do have 508 on my list. No combination, no entry. Looks like someone had quite the shopping spree. Looks like someone had quite the shopping spree. More work for poor Rebecca. Hang in there, Reb. Looks like someone tore that note apart. I'm missing some pieces. I can't make out what's written. These are lovely. I wish you'd had more confidence in yourself. I'll hold off on throwing this out just yet. The food's practically untouched. What were you apologizing for? And were you forgiven? Cruz got her personal information stolen. Is Mr. Morgan behind it? Locked. It looks like the code is made up of 4 letters. This looks right up Andrew's alley. I wonder if he's read this one. Am I reading this right? The account's been emptied. It's some kind of code. Could I break it? Someone's been sleeping here. I should leave it as it is. Wow. You look like a couple out of a magazine. This person looking for you back in Texas, was he really just a coworker? SW. Looks like you had a few appointments with him, Mr. Cruz. Or her. SW. Looks like you had a few appointments with him, Mr. Cruz. Or her. I should wait till I have more to report before calling Andrew. Locked. It looks like the code is made up of 4 letters. These are part of the same set. I think I can use this. Yes, more of these symbols. Just what I was looking for. More of these symbols. Just what I was looking for. You don't see someone withdraw $5,000 every day. Just what could have made you empty out your entire bank account? Aha! I'll have to remember these. Aha! I'll have to remember these. Aha! I'll have to remember these. Oh, these symbols match some of the ones on the torn message. That's one of the symbols. Fernie and Wiseman. Have I seen this logo somewhere? I should keep an eye out for those symbols. Someone's been sleeping here. I should leave it as it is. Locked. It looks like the code is made up of 4 letters. should wait till I have more to report before calling Andrew. shade is really striking. Yeah. I think these match the symbols on the papers I collected. That yarn map Mr. Morgan has on the wall of 505. Weren't there some peculiar doodles? Symbols, maybe. Yes, these are part of the same set. I think I can use this. Yes, these are part of the same set. I think I can use this. More of these symbols. Just what I was looking for. That's one of the symbols. Yes, these are part of the same set. I think I can use this. I will leave notes in the vent next to your room.
Clarington Hotel reception desk. Andrew speaking.
Hey, Andrew. It's me.
Sophie, did you uncover anything in 509?
I did. I found a message written in strange symbols. A kind of secret code.
What? Awesome! Did you crack it?
It says, I will leave notes in the vent next to your room.
In the vent? What an odd thing to do.
Yeah. And whoever the message was intended for went through a dozen pieces and scattered in 3 different trash cans.
So the cruises are keeping secrets from each other. Do you think maybe one of them's having an affair?
Oh, it really looks like blackmail.
Blackmail? What makes you say that?
I found a bank statement belonging to Mrs. Cruz. Her account was emptied very recently.
Emptied? No one does that unless they're in trouble. Or traveling.
What do you mean?
Well, they're not home, so they do need their money handy. Plus, a trip can be pretty costly. It's weird, but it could be anything. Did you find something else to back your theory?
No, not really. But I should be able to find more proof in the vent. The one that's mentioned in the message. I think I'll go check it out.
Good idea. It's almost break time for me. If you need my help again, you can ask Beth to patch you through to the break room.
All right. Enjoy your break.
Thanks, Sophie.
The message said, next to your room. So it has to be a vent in the corridor. I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile. Can't open these without a screwdriver. I might be able to find a screwdriver in the janitor's closet. Wait, Sophie, you don't need these. Be careful. It's a slippery slope towards becoming a hoarder. Shoot, no screwdriver. What's life without a little challenge? Highest priority, huh? That means Eugene's probably working in Bernard's office right now. Sounds like Eugene asked Bernard to stop opposing the construction of the new psychiatric hospital. And Bernard was Bernard. Oh, Eugene. I had no idea. Huh, this must be Eugene with his daughter. He looks like a caring father.
Eugene's a pro at fixing the fuse box when...
I've never seen two people more suited for each other. I hope they work things out. They need to.
Wait, Sophie. Eugene's a pro at fixing the fuse box whenever there's a power outage.
It's, Miss Belivet, isn't it?
What? Oh, Roy.
Oh, right. You're the one who took last week off, aren't you? You had to, take care of your sister, I think?
Mother. My mother. She's very sick.
No, I hope this doesn't become a recurring thing. I need to know I can count on you.
I understand, sir.
What are you doing here, anyway? Are you on break?
No. I'm just getting a screwdriver.
A screwdriver? What for?
Loose vent.
Well, that sounds like a job for Eugene, doesn't it?
Yes. You're right.
Then leave the repairs to him.
Okay. I will.
What's going on?
Oh, Andrew.
Oh, sorry. Seems I've made a habit of sneaking up on you today. Spying on Bernard again?
No, I'm looking for a screwdriver. For the vent. Linda asked Eugene to fix Bernard's window.
Ah, gotcha.
Eugene?
What the... maybe you should go have a look. You know what? I'll stand guard by the elevator and, holler if Bernard approaches.
Okay, thanks. I'll be quick. Opposing something that could help so many people just because it's close to your hotel? This is ridiculous. So, I take it the open window was not an accident. Can't say I blame you, Eugene. So, I take it the open window was not an accident. Can't say I blame you, Eugene. Aha! Let's get you to that vent. With this blizzard, Bernard's office will be a skating rink by the end of the day. Best to avoid that. Well, just look at these distinguished gentlemen. And a young Bernard. Kinda wish I worked here when Raymond was in charge. Sounds like the hotel was very different back then. This does not look like a nice brotherly check-in. I had no idea things were this bad between Bernard and Raymond. What Bernard considers sinful debaucheries could fill an encyclopedia. Could be anything from wild parties to guests walking around with their ankles exposed. What Bernard considers sinful debaucheries could fill an encyclopedia. Could be anything from wild parties to guests walking around with their ankles exposed.
Do you remember that loose tile from last week?
Yes?
Well, I'm afraid it hasn't been properly repaired.
What do you mean?
I mean that, it's still broken, sir. Someone put a rug on top of it, but you can still hear it crack. I'm just checking to make sure guests don't trip over it.
Is that part of your job description?
No. No, it isn't, sir.
Well, then I suggest you stop worrying about Miss Belovit. What were you doing in my office?
I was simply closing the door. Someone left it ajar.
Huh. Must have been Eugene. Well, don't you have work to do?
Yes, sir.
Then get to it. Oh, Mrs. Drake has asked to see you.
Again?
Just indulge her. Apologize one more time for Friday's mishap. Do whatever needs to be done. We cannot afford to lose such loyal guests.
Very well, sir. Whew. I think my heart stopped beating there for a moment.
Yeah, me too. But at least I found what I was looking for.
Perfect. Now, I should probably get to it before you-know-who comes out of his office again. Keep me posted.
Bobby made it very clear he doesn't like anyone walking into his kitchen uninvited.
All right. No.
Oh? Oh. No, you're right. That shouldn't be there. I'll have someone...
Bernard still leaves these around the front desk? Guess he didn't hear Beth when she swore she'd burn the place to the ground next time she had to suffer through one of his sermons.
It would be nice if we did, but we don't. The Queen's Summit? No, I've never been there. Oh, they do. That's fascinating.
Do not disturb. Well, that's one less room to clean today. I won't complain. I'm sure I'll find more laundry. Oh, I guess I'm free to disturb room 508 now. But that's where Bernard and Linda were. Ew. I should wait till I have more to report before calling Andrew. Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Clarington Hotel reception desk. Andrew speaking.
It's me.
Hey, you got anything good for me?
Actually, that's why I'm calling. Would you mind looking up another guest for me?
Oh, so there's one more character to the cast.
Yeah. Someone named Michael?
I'll just check the logbook. By the way, how'd you get that name?
I found another message written in secret code. It says, "Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan."
Is Michael another husband?
Maybe.
Well, there's one staying in room 507.
Mrs. Beaumont's room? But she doesn't have a husband. She's here alone with... Oh! Michael must be her son. I got him some extra blankets the other day so he could build a fort.
That's really nice of you. So, Mrs. Beaumont is linked to the cruises, huh? I have a feeling we may be approaching the climax of this story.
I guess I should go have a look at 507, but it's not on my list. There's a do not disturb sign on the door.
How about I call up there? You know, to make sure no one's home.
Good idea.
Just a sec. Well, it looks like the room is ready for your snooping, my lady.
Thank you, good sir. I'll call you back. Mr. Cruz. Numbers, dates, times. What does it all mean? You almost look like Marcella. Oh, Michael. Adults can be so confusing. I promise it's not you. So you were eager to set up a meeting, but didn't want anyone noticing. Did Marcella send this? Sounds like this is from your school days, but the name of the sender is smudged. Aha! Keys are Snoop's best friend. Funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this with Mom all the time. Funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this with Mom all. So a husband can abuse his wife and just get away with it? And people like Linda still think divorce is wrong? Ugh. I should wait till I have more to report before calling Andrew. I'll need another key to unlock this. Haven't I seen one just like this somewhere? Those few coins in my tip jar were getting pretty lonely. Aw, that's so sweet. I didn't do much, but I'm glad it meant something to you. That look in your eyes. What does it mean? And who is this from? Either a guest got a hold of our stationery, or this came from someone on the staff. Looks like someone grew tired of looking at your face, Mr. Beaumont. All but outright threatening you. Oh, I hope you can stay as far away from him as possible. Another day, I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile. Funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this with Mom all the time. That key looks so familiar. Why do I associate it with room 505? Ah, there you are. With Marcella. God knows where she is.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Andrew speaking.
Hey, Andrew.
Sophie, crazy timing. I've got something for you.
Oh, what is it?
I heard a certain Mr. Cruz and a Mr. Morgan had an argument yesterday evening.
Really? Who told you that?
Jacques did. Apparently, it got so heated he had to get involved. And it sounds like I was on the right track, because he heard a particular word thrown around quite a lot. Can you guess what it is?
Blackmail?
Well, that was your theory, remember? No, it's affair.
Affair? How bad was the fight?
I think Jacques got in the middle of it before it got too intense. But he said Mr. Cruz looked like he was about to kill Mr. Morgan. So Mrs. Cruz must be having an affair with him, right? And her husband found out?
Maybe, but that doesn't explain Mrs. Beaumont's involvement with Mrs. Cruz.
What do you mean?
I found a chest in room 507. I think it can only be opened by turning 2 keys at once. I found one of them in Mrs. Beaumont's things.
What about the second one?
Well, I remembered seeing a similar key in one of Mr. Morgan's stocking pictures, so I went back to check. Mrs. Cruz wears it as a pendant. It looks identical to Mrs. Beaumont's key.
Let me get this straight. Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz own identical keys that open a chest with 2 locks? Okay, there's definitely something going on between them.
Yeah, but the answers probably lie in that chest, and I don't think I'll be able to open it. I've looked around room 509. I would have seen the second key if it was there. Mrs. Cruz must have left with it this morning.
Probably.
We were so close. I can't believe it all ends here.
Well, if you get me a candle and some plaster, I may be able to do something about that chest.
How?
I'll tell you later, okay? Just find those things, and I'll meet you in the basement as soon as I can.
All right. Thank you for not giving up.
I would never give up on you.
I should wait till I have more to report before calling Andrew. Plaster and candles. Well, half the hotel's under renovation. I should be able to find plaster somewhere around here. Great! This takes care of half of this little scavenger hunt. As blocking the stairs seems dangerous. What if the elevator breaks down again? Wait, Sophie, you don't need these. Be careful. It's a slippery slope towards becoming a hoarder. I can probably find the rest of what I need in the basement. Okay, Sophie, back to the basement.
Freezing in there. Have you asked Eugene? I told him. Oh, I'm sorry.
Tempting, but every penny adds up, Sophie. Now's not the time to pick up smoking, Sophie.
I want my mother's ring back.
This must be Andrew's current read. Or one of them, anyway. Don't worry, gossiper. I'm coming back to you. I still haven't learned all of Gracie Jones' secrets. Where do you keep your candles, Reb? I guess I should check the locker room first. It's locked. All right, we're getting somewhere. Now, to resist the temptation to spend it on a burger at Harry's. Off limits. It's locked. Fine. Keep your secrets off limits. Opens. It's locked. Off limits. From best friends to this. They've really burnt that bridge to a crisp. Look at it. From best friends to this. They've really burnt that bridge to a crisp. I wish I understood you better, Yvette. You and Wendy had such a close friendship. Why throw it all away? Well, I think your haircut looks good, Reb. Tempting, but every penny adds. I'm good. It's locked. Candles, candles, candles. I think Rebecca keeps a stash of them, but where? Off limits. Beth definitely doesn't want more reasons to have to talk to guests, especially if it involves apologizing. People don't usually leave. Fine, keep your secrets, locker. Andrew? Gosh, I hardly recognized you. Guess this is from a different lifetime. What happened to you before you came to Montreal? Why don't you want to go back home? Figures that if you were going to break any rules, it'd be the ones about which books you can or cannot read. The way things go missing around here, sometimes it feels like the hotel just gobbles things up. Huh, Carol seems sweet. If I wasn't so bad around new people, maybe we could be friends. It's locked.
do you keep your candles, Reb? I guess I should check the locker room first. Where do you keep your candles, Reb? I guess I should check the locker room first. I should start by checking out Rebecca's locker. It's locked. I'm good. Oh, another one. Wendy and Jacques have really gotten around. Off limits. It's locked. Open sesame? Nope, no luck. It's locked. Where do you keep your candles, Reb? I guess I should check the locker room first. Did I remember to punch in this morning?
Not enough for a ticket to Paris, but maybe enough for the cab ride to the airport. Gotta start somewhere. Not enough for a ticket to Paris, but maybe enough for the cab ride to the airport. Gotta start somewhere. Where do you keep your candles, Reb? I guess I should check the locker room first. Gotta hold on to these tight. Syracuse. I guess Andrew went there on a holiday or something. Is this a movie script? Stash uncovered. Reb, you got a candle. Now, what next?
There you are.
I'm not sure I understand what the plan is here.
Well, I remember reading a spy novel, I can't remember the title, it wasn't that good, in which they used wax and plaster to make a key mold. I'm thinking we could do the same.
Are you sure it's gonna work?
Sure? No. In the novel, they used a special kind of wax, not candle wax. But I think it's worth a shot.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's do this, shall we? First step, pour the wax, I suppose? Careful though, the pot's probably hot. That's it. Nicely done. Next step, better wait a few seconds before removing it. Looks good. Pretty sure you can take... I think we're almost done. All that's left is to pour the plaster from the cup into the mold. Good job. So now we wait until it's dry, I guess.
How long do you think it's gonna take?
A few minutes, probably. We can poke it every now and then to check.
I bet you didn't think you'd be making a plaster key today, huh?
No. But I like it. I feel like I'm in one of those novels I spend my days reading.
Have you ever read banned books?
What do you mean?
You know, books banned by the church. I heard, Copernicus is a pretty interesting read.
Huh. Funny you should say that. It's on my list, actually. Although I can confirm it takes a more scientific mind than mine to enjoy it.
I suppose there's a reason why those books are illegal, right?
Well, the church did persecute Galileo for saying the Earth revolved around the sun, and not the other way around. So, even as a man of the cloth, I don't mind saying their judgment isn't always the best.
A man of the cloth? Wait, you're a priest?
Technically, no. I've gone through most of the classes, but I left the seminary before taking holy orders.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yeah, I think you're the first person here that I've told.
I really can't imagine you in robes. Actually, I can't imagine you in anything but this uniform.
Yeah, I guess we've never seen each other outside of work, huh? Maybe we should grab a coffee one day? I could tell you all about the exciting things that happened at the seminary.
Yeah, I think I'd like that.
Awesome. The corner cafe is not too far from here. Why don't we meet after work one of these evenings?
That sounds great.
Look, I think our key double is dry and ready to go.
I can't believe it worked. I could not have done this without you.
Well, I'm glad I was able to be of some help. I should get back upstairs, though. I've been gone far too long already. Let me know how it goes with the key. Oh, and you should probably be careful when you turn it. Otherwise, it could break inside the lock.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome, Sophie.
No combination, no entry.
careful, Sophie. You don't want this key to break. Oh, shoot. Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles. Huh. Marcella invited you to the movies. Let me guess. You said yes. Doris Day. That's an alliteration, isn't it? Doris. I-S. Damn it. It's stuck. Damn it. It's stuck. That riddle's a toughie. Maybe I need a fresh pair of eyes on it. Looks like someone had quite the shopping spree. There's no shame in asking for help, Sophie. Two heads are better than one, especially when dealing with riddles. Doris Day. That's an alliteration, isn't it? Doris. I-S. I'll hold off on throwing this out just yet. The food's practically untouched. Doris Day. That's an alliteration, isn't it? Doris. I-S.
Wellington Hotel reception desk. Andrew speaking.
Hey, Andrew. Got a minute?
I always have time for you.
I opened the chest in room 507.
Huh? It worked.
Yeah, well, the key did break inside the lock. I hope this won't lead back to us.
If it does, we can always skip town. Forge new identities. Change our fingerprints. So, what's in the chest?
A riddle.
A riddle?
I think it was written by Mrs. Beaumont for Mrs. Cruz. And I think the answer will give me the combination for a case I found in room 509. I could use your help with it, though.
That's awesome. I love riddles. Tell me, which part's causing you trouble?
Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Do you know what this could mean?
This really isn't my area of expertise. Hey, Beth, you know bars, right?
Well, not all of them.
What about one that has a color in its name? Like the Orange Chair or the Blue Lagoon or something?
Well, there's the White Cat, but I don't think that's your grill.
Oh, it's not for me, but thanks. Did you get that, Sophie?
Yeah, I did. But I'm not sure I understand what it means.
Well, if her favorite bar is indeed the White Cat, then it means we're looking for...
A black cat.
Exactly. So maybe you should look around to see if there's some reference to a black cat in Mrs. Beaumont's stuff.
Okay, I will.
Is there anything else?
No, that's all. Thank you.
My pleasure. I'm just glad I could finally put my riddle-solving skills to good use. Call me when you've opened that case.
You know I will. Funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this with Mom all the time. Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles. I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add. Another day, another dirty dish to pick up. funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this with Mom all the time. That novelist, Bridget Boswell, is actually you, Marcella? After all this, turns out you're a fan of Bridget? Of Marcella? That's a lot sweeter than I expected. I'm glad you were able to open up to Marcella like this. Everyone needs someone to talk to. An advance on my salary. So Marcella hired you. But what for? Oh, Lindsay's a man. Yeah, I guess it was presumptuous of me to think otherwise. Oh, Anne. Murder might be a bit much, but
You deserve some kind of justice. So the symbols I've been deciphering, you invented them back in the day to keep your love secret. That feels really special. So the symbols I've been deciphering, I do like a happy ending. I just hope that's where your story is headed. Oh, so you came to Montreal under the pretense of celebrating your wedding anniversary, but all along, you meant to reunite with Anne.
So this was all a story about star-crossed lovers, with the lovers in question being Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz.
Seems like it, yeah. But I'm not sure whether they chose to meet here just to reconnect for a few days, or if there's something more to it.
Actually, I think I can help with that.
Really? How?
Well, some mail just arrived here for Mrs. Beaumont.
You've opened it, right?
What? Of course not. I mean, it's illegal.
Aren't you intrigued?
Of course. But I can't just... Oh, all right. I'll open it.
I'm a bad influence on you.
Well, you've been doing all the snooping so far. It's about time I take a little risk, too.
So, what's in it?
It's a tourism pamphlet for California and 3 train tickets. What do you think this means?
I'd say Anne and Marcella are probably planning to run away from their husbands. Those train tickets must be for them and Michael.
So you're on a first-name basis now, huh?
Well, after reading so much of their correspondence, I kind of feel like I know them, you know?
Yeah, like characters in a book. I have to say, though, I'm still a bit confused as to how Paul fits into all of this.
I think Marcella hired him. I found some letters Paul wrote to her. He said that her proposition took him by surprise, and that he'd need an advance on his salary.
What would she hire him for, though?
I'm not sure. I didn't find the letter he was replying to.
And why did he have those pictures of you?
We'll probably never know. I think the trail ends here.
I guess investigations in real life always have some loose ends. I was kind of hoping we'd have this big third act reveal, to be honest.
At least it made our day pretty interesting.
That's for sure. It helped me understand you better, too.
Oh?
Why you snoop, I mean. Piecing together people's stories, learning what makes them tick. It makes you realize we may have more in common than it seems.
You're right. It's a good reminder that there are always reasons for the way people are, even if we can't pick up on them right away.
Yeah, we're all made up of what came before. I'm glad you understand where I'm coming from. Would you come and see me when your shift ends? We could leave together, if you'd like.
Sure. If we're able to. With all that snow, I'm thinking maybe we'll have no choice but to spend the night here.
I guess that wouldn't be so bad. We could set up a pillow fort on the mezzanine.
A pillow fort? We do work in a hotel, you know. There are actual beds here.
Oh, I wouldn't be sleeping. I've got a reading list the size of the Eiffel Tower. This would be the perfect chance to put a dent in it.
That does sound like fun. I could bring my magazines and, ooh, maybe light some of Rebecca's candles.
Now I kinda hope we do get stuck here.
I just have to finish my tasks for the day, and then I can leave. I should finish my tasks for the day. I'll talk to Andrew after my shift. Mr. Cruz? Mr. Cruz. Oh God. Oh God. What Mr. Cruz's life insurance policy? Why did he have this on him? Marcella? Okay, let's not jump to conclusions. Is this about Paul? Does that mean... Can wait. There are more pressing matters right now, Sophie. Hello? Is anyone in? Hello? A, B, and Beaumont. Poor Paul. Lindsay's death really hit him hard. Yeah, so Paul just needed to pass the time while Marcella was away.
That's why he was observing us. 9:45? So, looks like Paul had to stop writing in a hurry. What happened? I was listening to the radio at the time. Did the music drown out the noise? Paul really got into his role. He followed Marcella to Montreal even though she was done with her research. Should I hold on to this, maybe? I have to get the power back on. Hello? Is anyone in? The elevator won't work until I get the power back on. It's too big. I guess I'll need something point that worked, thank God. Now, to get the power back. Eugene, what I would give to have you with me right now. Your note will have to make do. How does Eugene do this again? Fuses. I probably need new fuses. Yes, this is what I need.
Hello? I need help. Good enough. No answer. Andrew must be busy trying to restore the power in the lobby. Power's back. Now, I should go down to the lobby. Call the... Is there anything I've forgotten? Once I leave this floor, I probably won't be able to come back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Montreal Police Service, Station 22.
There's a man dead. He's been murdered. I need the police.
Please stay calm, ma'am. Where are you right now?
The lobby, but the body, it's upstairs.
Can you give me the address, please?
Oh, 1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am. Officers are on their way.
Thank you. the VIP want to meet with Paul? Maybe he fell for his. Bernard really wants Paul out of the hotel. Okay, I can see how this could make Paul look bad. But it's obvious Bernard cares more about the hotel's reputation than the guests' well-being. Is this the brochure Andrew was talking about? The one that came in the mail for Anne? The West Coast. That's about as far from Montreal as you can get without crossing an ocean. So Anne and Marcella really are planning to run off together. Was what happened to Hector part of their plan?
Hey, you're here. I've tried restoring the power, but I think Eugene's the only one with the key to the fuse box, and Sophie? Don't worry, I'll find a way to bring the lights back on. Hey, you look a bit pale. Is everything okay?
I found Mr. Cruz. Hector.
He's back? How's he taking that whole thing with his wife?
You don't understand. I found his body. He's dead, Andrew.
Jesus. Maybe you need to sit down, huh? Did you call the police?
Yeah, they're on their way.
What happened? Was he sick or something?
No, I don't think so. Someone did this to him.
You mean... Jesus. Do you think it could be Paul?
What about Anne and Marcella? Their affair is a pretty good motive.
The police will want to ask you a lot of questions. You may want to be careful about what you tell them. With Paul's history of mental illness, there's a good chance they'll suspect him even if he didn't do it.
I think I know what you mean. Some people seem to assume that spending time in a psychiatric hospital means you're a murderous psychopath.
Yeah, they really do.
But wait, how do you know about Paul's mental illness? I don't remember mentioning it to you.
Oh, look, I really should have told you before. It's just... You know how I said I studied to become a priest, but never took my orders? That's because I felt so lost. I couldn't enjoy the things I used to like. I could barely get myself out of bed. So I ended up going to a psychiatric hospital.
The same one as Paul, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. The doctors, they helped me get back on my feet. But when I returned to my hometown, it was like I had become a complete stranger. My mother kept telling me I was making it worse in my head, but I swear, people were changing sidewalks when they saw me, looking at me as if I was this dangerous creature all of a sudden. That's why I didn't tell you. I was afraid you'd look at me like they did. I'm sorry.
You don't have to be sorry. I understand.
You do?
You know how I tell everyone that my mom's sick, bedridden? Well, it's true, but I always leave out the part about her illness not being physical. I'm ashamed of the truth. So even though I don't know exactly what you went through, I can understand.
Thank you for telling me. I know it's not an easy thing to talk about, but if you ever want to talk about your mom, I'm here. They're here. Promise me you'll be careful with the information you share.
Yeah, of course.
Miss Roy? Miss Roy? Miss Roy!
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I really need you to focus right now. I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors, so I went out in the corridor, and that's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
Well, Mr. Cruz's body was preventing the doors from closing.
Really? When we found the body, it wasn't that close to the doors.
Oh, the stairs are blocked because of the renovations, so the elevator's the only way out of the 5th floor. I had no choice but to move the body. Just a little.
Ah, so that explains the traces we found. Thank you for clearing that up. So, what did you do after that?
Well, that's when the power cut. So I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box.
Exactly. I changed a few fuses and turned the power back on.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
No, I didn't. Only Eugene does. But I thought an ice pick might do the trick, so I went to the ice machine to get one.
You're a size 7, I suppose.
Yes, I am. Why?
What did you see when you went to the ice machine?
There was blood. A lot of it.
Did you touch anything?
I might have touched a few things. Just to figure out what had happened to Mr. Cruz.
Of course you did. Why so many witnesses can't help but compromise the evidence is just beyond me. Anyway, what did you do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
I've been snooping around the guests' rooms.
I didn't think you'd admit it.
You knew already?
Safes in suitcases left wide open. Makeshift keys left inside of locks. You haven't exactly been subtle about it, have you?
Oh.
Now, unless you want me to arrest you for violating your guest's privacy, I suggest you tell me everything you know.
All right.
We've learned from one of your colleagues that the victim had a fight with a guest named Mr. Spade. What can you tell me about him?
He spent some time in a psychiatric hospital after the war. That's when he got into Mrs. Cruz's novels, and they really helped him.
Yes, I already know about his time in a madhouse. We called the place and they painted quite the picture of him. Did you ever see him display odd behavior in or around the hotel?
No. I mean, we've all got our little quirks, don't we?
Did he seem obsessed with Mrs. Cruz?
A little, maybe, but...
Obsessed enough to kill her husband?
No, nothing like that. We all have our obsessions. Me, for instance. I'm obsessed with celebrities and gossip magazines, and...
You don't seem to understand, Miss Roy. Mr. Spade is not like you and me. He may look like us, but he's not. He's dangerous and needs to be taken off the streets. So tell me, did you ever see him be violent or aggressive?
You're wrong.
I beg your pardon?
He is like us. We all struggle sometimes, some of us more than others, but there's nothing wrong with that.
You may not have noticed, Miss Roy, but neither of us are in an insane asylum right now.
He was brave enough to seek help. That doesn't make him a criminal. That doesn't mean he killed Mr. Cruz.
You know, I'm starting to worry about your own mental state, Miss Roy, since you're so eager to defend...
And I worry about your ability to do your job, Detective, since you seem to be such a...
Enough! One more word, just one more word, and you'll be spending the rest of your night in a cell. Now get the hell out of here. I've had enough of you.
Was strangely chipper on the phone. That can't be a good sign. I guess I'll know soon enough. The atmosphere is so different in here. Will it ever feel like it used to? It'll probably be a while before the hotel reopens. Anne, Marcella, and Paul are all suspects for Hector's murder. Was there anything I could have done to protect them? I'm not going back up there.
I'll go empty my locker.
Andrew!
Hey.
Are you okay?
I've just been fired.
What? No,
It's okay. I just need some time to process it. I'll be on the mezzanine if you want to join me afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Ah, Miss Roy. Come in. I suppose you know why you're here?
I would guess it has something to do with the murder.
Well, you'd be right about that. We've been getting a lot of press lately, and not the good kind. I wouldn't expect you to understand the position I'm in, but I assure you, it's quite uncomfortable. To have one's life's work blown away like that. All thanks to some sexual deviance and a nut job. It's obvious to me now that I haven't been firm enough. For guests of such morals to be comfortable booking a few nights here and committing such a horrid act. Things need to change. This means elevating our standards to the highest possible level And it starts with the people working here. It starts with you.
With me?
Yes. You've been quite the disappointment. I may have been too busy to notice it before, but now that it's staring me right in the face, I cannot continue to ignore it. You're fired.
What? Please, sir, I really need this job.
Spare me the begging.
But
I've made my decision and it's final. Make sure to empty your locker before the end of the month. That'll be all.
Hey.
Hey.
What a week.
You don't say. So what did Bernard want with you?
Let's just say I'll have to find another source of income pretty soon.
Oh no, not you too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry too. Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
Well, I told him about my time at the psychiatric hospital.
Really?
Yeah. He said that didn't fit with the hotel standards and showed me the door.
Well, I'm not one bit worried about you. I know you'll be just fine.
Yeah. Hopefully I will be.
Think of all the good times you'll have away from Bernard.
It's funny you should say that, 'cause I was actually thinking I'd like being my own boss. I've had this dream for a while of maybe opening a bookstore.
I can't say I'm surprised.
It just makes so much sense. I'd be able to combine the two things I love most, reading books and helping people. Granted, helping people find books is a far cry from helping them find God, but...
My mom likes to say, there's no job too small. Plus, just by the way you're talking about it, it's obvious it'd make you happy. And that's what really matters, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you. I'm really glad I have you in my life.
Me too. I've been thinking about Paul a lot.
Oh, really? Should I be jealous?
No, not in that way. I've been thinking about what he went through. And you as well. How you've been ashamed of something you have no control over. How I've been ashamed of my own mother. I don't want to be ashamed of her anymore. And I don't want to be ashamed of you.
Well, then let's be shameless together. Look, it may be hard at first, but I have a feeling a wind of change is about to blow. One day, struggling with your own mind won't be any more shameful than having chickenpox.
I really hope that's true.
It will be.